Fundy released a video yesterday challenging people to beat his cursed difficulty Minecraft plugin. The winner gets 250 bucks. All you gotta do is beat Minecraft. It's simple, right? Not at all. It's complete pain and suffering. I try to do this on my own, and I don't have the gall. And I really hope that someone ends up beating this. And I'm just happy it's not going to be me. And I'll also leave the basic changes that he did to the game so you can kind of learn what's going on. Because there's a lot of stuff. Every block you break explodes, grass poisons you, roses levitate you. I don't even know where to start. But I do know when to start. And that's right now. So if you didn't notice it in the beginning footage, whenever I break a block, I'm always below it. Because I take the least amount of damage that way. You can also hide behind a block, you'll take less damage, or you can just be out of range. I think it's 4 blocks and you won't take any damage either. The next thing is you can break iron ore with the wooden pickaxe and you'll still get it because of how the plugin was made. This also works with obsidian. If you have an iron pickaxe and you mine obsidian, you're still going to get it, or even a stone one. It's just going to take a while. So when you first find a village, the very first thing you're going to want to find is a bed. This will give you a respawn point and it'll help in case you die, which you probably will. So here we got a bed. We sleep in this. So while avoiding the villagers, the next thing you're going to want to find is an iron golem. And you're going to want to find a villager nearby. Transform into a vindicator and have a one-shot the golem. Now it's definitely going to chase after you. So now that we got the iron, we just got to deal with the vindicator. The best way to probably deal with these guys is to use the grass to kill them. And now you got to deal with the rest of these guys. So I had this idea to get ender pearls because I know getting them at nighttime or wherever is going to be pretty dangerous. And since you can't really trade villagers because if you get too close they turn into vindicators, my idea is you would build a 4-hole gap and fill it all back up except one of the spots at the bottom, so you can put a jobbing block there, in that case a brewing stand. And you would put a cleric in one of these 4-hole gaps, and you would put a fletcher in the other one, and you would use the fletcher to trade up emeralds. I know this is nothing new. You would just mine a bunch of wood, get a bunch of sticks, then get a bunch of emeralds, and then trade them with the cleric. Just give him all your emeralds, and hopefully you get ender pearls out of that. You have a 2 out of 3 chance. And it involves quite a bit of luck because you need a fletching table and a brewing stand. But if it actually works out, it'll be the quickest way to get ender pearls. So let's see if we get them. And we got him 5 emeralds for 1 ender pearl. And we got 12 ender pearls from that guy. Now all we need is blaze rods. So you want to gather up all the remaining villagers and get them as far away from the village as possible and blow them up with grass. So now that all the villagers are cleared out, you're going to want to look for things to grab. One of the things I suggest is hay bales. Now if you're flying from the end, if the dragon hits you up, or if you actually walk onto one of these poppies, these things can save your butt because they greatly reduce the damage you take when you fall. You're also going to want to look for buildings with brewing stands or blast furnaces in them, because the furnace cooldown only works on furnaces, so you can cook iron ore just like normal if you have a blast furnace. Now if you find some croplands and you want to try breaking them with your fists, they're going to blow up. I'm not even going to show you to try it. So you want to get a water bucket and place it above the crop, and that water will destroy all of it, and it will let you collect the crops. The next thing you're going to want to look for is loot. You can get a lot of food from this and also iron. There's 3 good to do tips I forgot to mention. All armor breaks in 1 hit, but it still absorbs the damage. Even the shield breaks. You can still get food if you just burn it alive. Nice. You can still emoji water bucket on waterlogged items. So I'm going to assume you either got your ender pearls from trading or from killing endermen, and you're ready to go to the nether. So I'm going to show you how to build a 12 by 12 nether portal, which is what you're going to need to get to the nether. So to build a nether portal, you're going to need at least 1 bucket of water, 2 if you want to be safe and make an infinite source, and 46 buckets of lava. So I suggest you find a big lava source nearby. So I filled up 48 buckets and I still have plenty extra with the pool you just saw. So that should give you a template of what to be looking for. I'm going to go ahead and build it here. So I'm just gonna build straight up 12 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Are you counting at home? And then you're going to want to build 2 to the side. Now the reason you're going to do this, I'm going to switch to survival so you can understand, is so you can place this water bucket down without being close enough for it to be deleted. And you're going to want to jump down, you're going to take some damage here, it doesn't matter. So you're going to want 12 blocks between this pillar and the next pillar. So we're going to count 13 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And you're going to do the same thing. And this is the hardest part right here. You've just completed it. Well done. So now that you've got your 2 side pillars up, you're ready to start building the bottom of the Nether Portal. All you got to do is put lava along the bottom in a straight line, just connecting the two. You're obviously going to have to run back and forth and grab more and more lava, but that'll get the bottom border finished real quick. Now we can start working on the side border. So to do that, you can obviously start reaching already and getting a majority of them done. See how far we got? So we got both the sides now filled up as much as we could. To finish it up, we're going to want to count from the pillar 3 diagonal, 1, 2, 3, and then 1 inwards. So right here is going to be our starting point, and you're going to want to build up as much as you can so you can have as much as this side is in your range as possible. So right here we can do all 4. Now obviously you're going to have to go back and forth, and that's why I have ladders. So you're going to want to do ladders along the side so you can keep coming back up. And you're going to want to leave this pillar here and do one exactly the same on the other side. So 1, 2, 3, and then 1 inward. And build up till you can reach all the way up to that top cobblestone right there. So we fill in all the side borders now, and we can begin to work on the top. What you can do is just continue building up from this, and then just jump up here and walk over the water source. And now this water is completely gone, and you can light your portal. Before you even go in this beautiful portal you just built, I recommend putting down a bed and sleeping in it, and putting most of your valuables in the chest. The only thing I really recommend you take to the Nether is 2 stacks of blocks, some food if you're willing to lose some, and a weapon of choice. Hey, Future Slayer here. Past Slayer actually forgot to say you need 6 trap doors for something we're gonna end up building. Alright, peace. And you're gonna want to also press F3, write down your coordinates, make sure you know where they are, because when you come out of the Nether Portal, you're not gonna be where you came in. And with that being said, you're ready to head in. Now that you're in the Nether, you're gonna want to write down your coordinates again, just so you can find your way back to the portal, and you're gonna want to start looking for a Nether fortress. Now the Nether is pretty tricky. All these pigmen are gonna aggro you, and they all have golden swords and the OP boots, so they're pretty much impossible to kill. Once you find your blaze spawner, you'll probably see that the blazes are acting pretty peculiarly, and that's because they're actually riding an invisible bat. And I'm going to show you how to exploit that so you can get blaze rods pretty easily. So to abuse that, what you're going to want to do is extend out a 2-layer roof on top of the blaze spawner, just like this, and then you're going to want to fill it in just like that. And you're also going to want to move everything back, and this is so you can reach the blazes easier. Yeah, past layer, you forgot to include like where to put the trapdoors and how to get through them. It's alright though, I just put it in this footage. You're welcome, bro. Make sure you hit it at least once before it goes above the blocks. You can't hit it, and you're also going to want to close the trapdoors, because if you don't, the bat's going to get through it. And as you can see, we got one there, and if you really want to grab it, you poke out like that. Again, this is very dangerous, and you're probably going to die a lot doing this. Also, you can spawn outside. It's not really perfect. If you have any ideas or anything you found out, you can leave it in the comments. But this should be safe enough and efficient enough to get you 12 blaze rods as quick as possible. Now that you've got blaze rods and ender pearls, you can turn them into eyes of ender. And I just want to give a brief explanation of triangulation before you try to find the stronghold. So let's say I'm traveling by boat along here, and I chuck my ender eye and I see it goes there, I'm gonna travel away from my original destination. Definitely don't know where the stronghold is. And I'm gonna go this way, and if I chuck it again, I know it's back that way, and where those two lines intersect, that's where I know the entrance to the stronghold is gonna be. Since it's right here, let's just hop in. So once you find the end portal, you're gonna wanna do the same thing. Bed, chest, store your items, sleeping in bed beforehand. Best of luck. And you're gonna pray to God that one of these frames doesn't teleport. So in the end, all the Endermen are invisible, and they're always aggro, no matter if you look at them. And every crystal you break spawns a wood there. I can just example it. That disappears after 2 minutes. So the only way I can really think of defeating the end, and I'm sure there's other ways, I'm just not familiar enough because I haven't really done speedrunning before, or completing like a game and all that. But with the dirt and poppies or dandelions, I feel like you should be able to jump on top of them and be able to break the crystal. And even if you can't make it all the way up, you can just block clutch, and then obviously be a block below so you don't take a lot of damage. Get the perfect angle here. There we go. You go up 16 blocks with each one. You just gotta be ready to place another block below you. I probably should have mentioned this earlier in the video, I'm sorry. And then killing the ender dragon is probably the easiest part. I'm just gonna skip ahead a little and just kill everything. And this portal's gonna be here. When you try to go in it in survival, this will happen. If you want to be super safe about it, this is what I recommend, is just building straight up. And enter pulling straight down into it. And that gives you the end screen. So hopefully this helped anyone who's actually crazy enough to do this challenge. If you're crazy enough, I'd love to see the video. Thanks Fundy for this fun challenge. I think 250 is way too little. We gotta be talking like $2 grand at least. This is just pure mental torture. But hopefully this video is helpful to the people out there who are interested. And thanks for watching. Peace, peace.